All right, everybody. My name's Alex Dorio. I am here with my tag team partner, my best friend, Mr. Travis White. And typically, we spend a lot of our time talking Taker, talking wrestling. We do a podcast about that every month. And but tonight or this evening or whenever you're watching these, we're gonna talk about something a little different because Travis has got some new tunes coming out later this month, the month of December. He's got a brand new album coming out called Radical, a new EP. And Travis, man, what a prolific year! How many albums have you released in the year 2021?
This would be 3 EPs. So 2020, I did Perspective and Reflection, and then this year was Windrush Sessions Volume 1, and Windrush Sessions Volume 2, and now Radical. So,
Look,
yeah.
Would you have predicted at the beginning of the year 2021 that you'd have 3 new EPs coming out before the end of the year?
No, not even a chance. Not even close. I didn't know I was going to write so much. So that's one of the cool things about this album is it's fresh. These are all brand new songs. So, which is we'll get to in a minute. But this album's very, very, very important to me.
Yeah,
very special.
We're going to break down song by song. We're going to do a little video to talk about the meaning and the story behind each song real quick. Just a little bonus feature, like if you had a DVD back in the day, a little special feature to tell you about each song. But before we do that, man, just tell me, what's kind of led to this this fruitful season of writing in your life? What's inspired that? And especially what's sort of inspired these 4 songs?
I think that for so long I just put it on the back burner, music. I mean, you and I have been best friends forever, and I write and I've always written, but there was about a 10-year gap where I didn't write anything. I had pieces of songs I worked on, or I have a little lyric, but about 2018, I just kind of started writing again. We were about to have our 3rd child, my wife and I think I just kind of, the gravity of that just kind of brought things to the more feelings and the humanity and the how just quick this life is, kind of brought it, and how quick time is, and how we're just here and everything, and you get to watch your children grow. And so as mine were getting older, I'm having a 3rd one. I think all that just kind of culminated in me just spitting stuff out, and so I just felt inspired. I felt God inspired me to write a lot of these songs, and this one in particular, I actually started writing one of these in June on the way home, or July, I think, on the way home from a wedding in Augusta. And just kind of wrote the chorus, and the rest just came. And then but like the weird thing is, I'll just have this melody. I'll sing it into my iPhone. I don't have any chords. Like, it's a weird way to write a song. A lot of times you write with it, you start chord structure and get the music, and then you put lyrics on top of it. I've done all these backwards. Every single one of these has been done backwards. Every one of these has been the melody, the lyrics, and then I had to figure out what chords it is that goes underneath them, which is strange, but it's been really fun.
And is that different than how you've written in the past?
I've written both ways in the past, but a lot of times, I'd say in the last 3 or 4 years, that's how a lot of them come to me. It's just kind of like I get this melody going, and then I'm like, oh crud, what's the chord structure that goes underneath that? And I kind of just put it in my iPhone and kind of sing over it and play with it and try to figure it out and change the key if I need to. I don't want everything to be in the same key. I tend to write in the same key. I have to change things up and down so it's not all the same when you listen to the album. So, but yeah, it's been a lot of fun. And this particular, again, these just kind of came boom, 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 boom. They were all right there, and I'd written 2 of them, and I called my the guy I record with, Steven at Windrush Productions in Greenville, Tennessee, and I said, hey man, I got a new EP I want to do. I got 2 brand new songs. I'll throw 2 old ones on there. And when can you get me in? And he's like, well, I probably won't be till October, November. I was like, okay, cool. Well, then the months went, another month and a half went by, and I'd written the 2 more. So I was like, scratch that. We got 4 fresh ones, and we're going to do that. So this is the first time I've entered the studio with all brand new material.
That's exciting.
Which is really, really cool. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I know we'll talk about them along the way, but before we get into each song individually, I think the cool thing about this album and your last couple albums that really sets it apart from all the music you've ever recorded before is that it's not just you. You always say it in all your other videos, and when you talk about this music, it's a collaboration between you and your producer. Tell us about him and what he brings to the table and how he kind of completes the package for this album.
Yeah, I can't begin to overstate how amazing Steven is at his job. He and I were put together. We recorded I just went in with the worship team from church to record just singing over tracks. They just played a CD and we sang vocals over it. And he saw something in me that he's like, man, you want to do this more, dude? I was like, yeah, I was like, man, I got stuff that I've written I'd love to do. And I'd already done Perspective, the live one that I did at the beginning of last year. And so I was like, I would love to come in the studio. I've never been in a studio. I mean, you know, man, I've never been in a studio. It's just expensive. It's crazy. I don't think I'm talented enough to do that, to warrant that.
Come on.
But well, I didn't. And then
Yeah,
he was
I
like,
know.
no, we'll do something. And so the first album I recorded with him, Reflection, was just me. Again, you're never, to me, a song is never as organic as, and it doesn't sound as real as when you just write it, like when you write it on acoustic guitar. And everything I write is written. I don't even own an electric anymore, so I write everything on acoustic. So that to me, and so that first album was all just me acoustic, and I was like, I want it to be stripped back because if you see me in concert, it's just me and a guitar and a harmonica. Like you don't see anything else. So I was like, let's just do this album like that. And he goes, hey man, what do you think if I just play with one and see how you like it? And I was like, I don't know, man. It won't be like authentic. He's like, just chill. Just let me play with one, and if you don't like it, we won't do it anymore. So he sends me one a couple weeks later, and I just was blown out of the water. I was like, you took this song that I didn't know could reach another level, and you shot it into the stratosphere, and like you brought life to it. I always say, like, I bring the soul and like the blood to it, and he puts the flesh and the muscles on it and makes it all work. Like he gets me to. Like he gets my music because I don't think my music really fits into a niche. I am all over the place. Sometimes my wife says I'm Southern gospel. Sometimes she says I'm country. It drives me crazy, but I can't deny it. Sometimes I sing a little country, so it's fine. But you know, I call it rock and soul. It's Southern rock. It's rock. I'm influenced all over the place. This particular new album is everywhere. But he gets that, and I think it's fun for him because most stuff he records is just Southern gospel, straight. So it's kind of just you kind of know what you're getting, what to expect. So with me, and I don't want to speak for him, but to me, I see him having a lot of fun being extra creative, getting to add this and that, and not just sticking with the same kind of niche, going all over the place, making my stuff sound like Hootie and the Blowfish, Pearl Jam, Need to Breathe, Matchbox 20, whatever. He gets to go back and kind of fill in the gaps and just have a lot of fun, and that's part of the joy of me because I just record. We record it. It's acoustic. It's vocals. I play all the songs acoustic first. I sing vocals over them, and then we leave. And then he puts all the other instruments on it. He plays the drums, the bass, and then adds the piano and stuff like that. And it's insane. It's amazing. And he just breathes new life to them. And I love it.
Yeah, I do too. I think it's so cool that y'all have found each other and kindred spirits to be able to bring this music to life. And that's what you did here with the new EP called Radical. It is scheduled to be released on December 17th. Hopefully it is. As we're recording this, we got our fingers crossed that it will drop on all your favorite streaming services out there. So we're actually going to talk about the 4 new songs that you got written. We're going to post different videos to talk about each of those. So stay tuned, and we will talk about the very first track on the album, which is called Climate Change.